Okay. Hey, we're back. Last video was part one, also my first video on the channel. I'm streaming right now on the date. I'm going on a date with this girl, Carrie. If you don't know what's going on, please watch part one. Please. Okay. Let's continue. The warmth of my pocket greets my hand as I put it away, turning to face Carrie, who is still observing me intently. Shall we go then?
Sure. I'll lead the way.
Hmm, so cute. The cool, late evening air brushes my bemused face. Carrie and I idle outside her house, a rather plain and generic building. The thoughts of her living in an elaborate mansion dissipate from my mind. The building is nothing short of a nice house. I just expected that it'd be fancier.
Should we go inside?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Carrie calls out to me from my side, giving the signal that she's ready to go in. She's composed, a contrast with her prior shyness, though the bloom of her red on her cheeks is still all too apparent. It's still a thing that will always suit her. Certainly. Her shoes meet the ground in unison, her taking a step forward into a place she's accustomed to. Me, however, walking into a new experience, something cherishable. I've been to people's houses plenty of times, just not any girls. Oh, yikes, dog. Standing before the door, a thought of flutters into my head, whilst Carrie's fingers wrap around its silver handle. Coming here, I'm bound to meet her family, aren't I? Did she even tell them that she planned on inviting me over? If so, I would have done a lot more to make myself look more impressionable. Caressing the handle lightly, Carrie twists her key delicately and pulls it down. The warmth from the inside soon meets us as, bit by bit, the door opens, Carrie taking the first step through, escorting me in.
Well, we're here.
Carrie's smile is one of many treats I've been given today. She plays with her hair, eyes directed towards me, anticipating a response. Now that we're under a brighter light, I can see her face much more clearly. I still can't get enough of it. Despite being lost for words, one thing does make it out of my mouth. You look pretty cute. Oh my gosh, I'm saying you're pretty cute. Cause she is really cute. Cause she cause she really cute and dorky and awesome. And if you look at my Twitch streams, her face is on my stream. Okay. Oh, she's silent. Carrie is instantly taken aback, looking as if she's trying as hard as she can to muster a response. Thank you, I made her myself. Ah! Got caught by the dad. Oh my gosh, thank you, I made her myself. A suited man appears out of the blue, startling me slightly. It's natural, of course, him appearing, that is. Getting caught off guard like that isn't a virtue. This must be Carrie's father. The man himself, a foreigner like Carrie, carries a thick accent that differs from her. They're Welsh, but Carrie seems to be a lot more understandable. At least, when she does speak, the majority of her time her sentences are broken into pieces as she stumbles around her words. A hindrance, but a fairly cute one, that is. Her father's voice, however, is grittier and gravely. It's not as stereotypical as the accent is portrayed as, but by far. But hearing him speak Japanese would probably mortify me. Luckily enough, we're all used to speaking English. Mr. Ernwood. Erwood. Erwood. You must be that friend Carrie had told me about. She was really keen on having you over. Carrie blushes at her father's statement. It's not like Carrie to bring me here on a whim. So I wasn't wrong and guessing that she had planned this evening in advance. Oh, she planned on me coming over? Dang, she's she's so hot. Yes, it's nice to meet you, Mr. Ernwood. Erwood? Erwood. My pleasure. I am glad you are getting along so well with my daughter. It's understandable that he is, after what Carrie had told me. She had never made any friends during her stay at our school. Being a parent and seeing that would leave anyone concerned, though the opposite is true as well. Knowing your daughter's first true friend, there is a guy has probably left him having a couple questions. Even though he seems fairly friendly, I wouldn't blame him if he had any suspicions. One thing that is quite odd is the absence of Carrie's mother. Not that she couldn't be in work, it's just odd that Carrie hadn't brought her up. She never talked about her father either. It's a nice thing to meet her family. In a way, I am learning more about Carrie herself than anything. Her experiences and those close to her. I guess her family is all she has when outside of school, at least until I came along. Oh yeah. I still feel inclined about asking her where her mother is. It's weird, but my mind can't help ruminate over her. Carrie herself must have an attractive mother to turn out the way she is, though I wouldn't tell her that. I am not an expert in genetics either. Well, I can't help it. She's a really interesting person. A nice one, too. Carrie reddens at my statement. At this point, anything I could say about her would make her blush. Not only because of her timidness, there's nothing negative to say either. Oh, geez, I need some water. I'll get some water after this video. I'm glad you think so. I'll go ahead and set the table. Make yourself feel at home. Though, don't make it your home. I'd expect you to paint red otherwise. So funny, Mr. Ernwood. Erwood. Erwood. Not Ernwood. I bet you earn a lot of money though, 'cause you're awesome. Okay. His joke is lost on me, but I still draw a smile on my face as I act polite and Ren. Ren? Is it? No. In a response. Feed a response. Carrie herself seemed pretty amused by the joke, covering her mouth to seal her faint but girlish giggles. I guess dad jokes are only effective when they're actually coming from your father. Mine acts like one big joke himself half the time. Mr. Erwood leaves the pair of us standing by the doorway, giving me the chance moment to converse with Carrie in private. I wanted to ask about her mother, though whether I should is a questionable act in itself. Ask about Carrie's mother? Don't ask anything. I don't know. Like, I feel like if I ask, something like bad happened to her, and it's gonna be her, like, make her all like, cry. Bleh. But I mean, I wouldn't ask anything, honestly, because I'm shy myself. But this guy's confident, so maybe ask. Ask about Carrie's mother, don't ask anything. I think I'm not gonna ask anything, because, you know, it's not my business, not my beeswax, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. Hesitation catches me, reeling me in like a fish. Carrie stands bemused, looking towards me as always. Her soft cheeks have lost in their rosy color from moments ago. However, she still timidly fuses with her hair as the light above shines down upon her.
Shall we sit? My father's a great cook.
Okay. I'm not that interested in. Oh my god. Sorry. Had a yawn. I'm not that interested in her father's cooking. I didn't come here for that. I came here to spend more time with her, so her offer is still more than tempting. Yes, I think that's a good idea, Carrie. You're the best, Carrie. The dining room is spacious, the walls plastered with Western decor and sports memorabilia. The table, mahogany makes itself distinct as light reflects off of its polished finish. I can't believe I said all those words. It looks expensive, topped with various plates and cutlery, more than ready to present whatever is on the menu today. Carrie's father had never told us what it was that we're having.
We like to keep touch with our heritage. Outside, we try our best to adapt, though.
Carrie must have caught me gazing around the room. Several photos of sports teams line the walls. Possibly rugby. By the looks of it, I'm sure it's a national sport. She must have had a hard time adapting to a new country, though I'm not sure how long she's been here. I'll refrain from asking. Now is the time to savor the moment with her. I could understand connecting with your heritage is an important thing. The only reason I go to our school is to do just that. My mother made me. Come to think of it, I've never told Carrie about being half English.
Your heritage. You're only half Japanese, aren't you?
I don't look like the typical Japanese male by any sense, so it was only reasonable that she would conclude that. I'm half English, though I've never actually been there. Born and raised in Japan.
Interesting. Your English is pretty good.
Oh, thanks. Your face is pretty good. Okay, well, my father made me learn it every day, even though he's Japanese. I'm sure he thinks he's English too, though. He only reads and publishes books in English. He even married an English woman. I'm sure he would have moved there if his company needed someone to act as a foreign representative. Thanks? Carrie Carrie giggles at my awkward response, with the two of us sitting down at the table together. Oh, she's getting closer, that's so cute. An act I'd never have expected to be doing with her not even a week ago. Things have gone by so fast, it's unreal.
You know, I enjoy spending time with you. I didn't have anyone to speak to like this before. This week has been fun. Thank you.
Subaru. Carrie unexpectedly gives me her gratitude, stifling me slightly as her words cause my face to go red. At least I'll assume it is. I can't really tell. Inside, I am blushing through, though, a blush caused by Carrie, when it's usually me who makes her blush. I'm gonna lower this volume down, okay? Okay. Still, her boldness isn't lost on me. In a social sense, at least, Carrie is trying her hardest tonight to make me feel welcomed, which I'm so glad she is. She's so cute and so nice and so awesome. She's probably savoring the moment herself. I'll take the initiative and thank her. My pleasure. I've enjoyed it. Carrie blushes herself. Carrie herself blushes, though I feel as if it's more an appreciative one, rather than one of embarrassment or shyness, one with more importance to it. Mr. Irwood, Carrie's father, walks back into the room carrying a plate in each hand, both of them topped with the same meal. Beef, diced potatoes, and a selection of vegetables, all topped with gravy, even though neither of us asked for any. After a long, but undoubtedly enjoyable day out with Carrie, I have found myself craving a nice meal. Maybe it's just the smell, but it's certainly something I can appreciate. This entire day has led me to find myself closer to Carrie. With her closer to me, she wouldn't have thanked me for being her friend otherwise. Nobody else has done that, though I never had many friends myself either. Moving schools would usually worsen my situation, though I found myself meeting Carrie from doing so. There are no complaints. The three of us begin our meals, setting quietly down to focus on our own plates. The taste matches Taste matches the smell. Rich beef complements the soft potatoes as the two amalgamate on my taste buds. Mr. Irwood says, "So, I bet you're wondering how a Welsh family came to Japan then." I wasn't, but avoiding this dining table talk wouldn't make me look good as to Carrie's father. I hear that getting to a work permit is pretty hard, so getting permanent residence must have been quite a feat. Oh, trust me, it was. Originally, I was supposed to only be here for a few years as an engineer. Though I just found myself liking this place, so I decided to stay. It seems like he has a well-paying job, so if he can afford to migrate here and send Carrie to our school, he seems like a pretty nice guy, to be quite honest. Hopefully, he thinks the same of me, to an extent anyway. Being the guy his daughter had just dragged home, I wouldn't want him to dislike me. More so since his daughter is Carrie, making a bad impression isn't an option. Is not an option. You understand? Just as I am about to finish my meal, the sound of ringing chimes through the walls from another room. A phone call. Excuse me, let me take this. Mr. Irwood rises from his seat, leaving me and Carrie alone to ourselves once again. It would be a rude thing to say that I'm glad he is gone, but it's only because I get to spend extra time with Carrie. Alone, that is. Carrie remains silent next to me. Much to my displeasure, I thought it would be easy to come up with a topic to talk about. But right now, Carrie seems disinterested in my presence. What? A sad look coats her face, despite its beauty, if I could call it that. The fact that her expression has shifted from a once happy and content one to one of desolation is making me concerned. The cause of Carrie's dejection is soon apparent. Through the walls flows the sound of Carrie's father, a sound of anger. I try to make out some of the words. Why is it my fault? You're the one that decided to ruin everything. We have a daughter, you know. Have you ever taken her thoughts into consideration? My own mood plummets, taking in one word after another. This is a reason that Carrie's mother isn't here. The relationship between her parents and has been crumbling before her, by the sounds of it. I really don't want to get myself caught up into this. Don't worry, Carrie. Don't worry. I feel your pain. I'm irresponsible, says the one who decided to get themselves shit-faced and pounded by their ex. The evening should not have gone in this direction. Carrie's father is probably kicking himself now that the dinner has been disrupted. It's not very impressionable to argue with your wife in front of guests. I won't blame him for getting carried away. Feeling a tug on my arm, I see Carrie's slender fingers grasping my sleeve as she gently pulls on it, still carrying that same sad expression, the one that hurts me. I don't want to see her like this. However, what is going on between her parents concerns me. I don't want Carrie to experience the sadness behind that face of hers. Would listening for a bit really hurt? It's none of my business, but my heart is on fire. Go with Carrie immediately? Go with Carrie. Of course, if you listen, that's not good. It's none of your beeswax, remember. Remember, kiddos. If it's none of your beeswax, it's none of your beeswax. Go with your crush. Okay, let's go with Carrie immediately. Carrie continues to pull on my sleeve, conveying her signal to me, one of sadness and sorrow. She must want to speak to me about something. Then listen to her. I rest my hand upon hers, and I give her a nod. After which she stands up. She stands with me, and the pair of us leave the dining room for the lounge. Coming to a standstill, Carrie turns towards me as we both remain still in the centre of the room. Nothing but a small lamp illuminates the space around us, giving Carrie's sad, melancholic face an orange tint as she looks towards me.
Please, forget about what you heard tonight. I didn't want to get you involved in all this.
Carrie still looks towards me with those woeful feelings deep within her eyes. Seeing her like this is really upsetting. What we've gone through over the past several days means a lot to me. I'll do anything I can to make her happy, even if I can't resolve the issue. Carrie, I don't want to see you like this. Please, if there's anything I can do for you.
Please, just stop.
Oh, oh no. Carrie's voice is sharp, as if it is tainted with anger.
It's complicated. I didn't mean to get angry. It's just her.
Oh geez, the mother's probably bad. Carrie resents her mother. This woman must have caused her so much stress. This process is painful for everyone, but seeing someone go through this, it's something I can't stand. I want to be there for her. Yeah, bro. That's what I want to. Yeah, you go, Suru. Carrie, you're an important friend to me.
Really?
Wait, that's all it took? Yes, really.
Okay. I'll tell you.
Bro, that's all I had to say? You're an important friend to me? Bro. See? Okay. I'm shy. I'm a shy person, very timid. I can't start conversations. If you're gonna talk to a shy kid and you mess up, anything will help. Like any little small act of kindness will probably help. That's coming from a shy kid. I can't get any girlfriends. Okay.
You're an important friend to me, too.
Oh dang.
Follow me.
Follow me. Oh. Where are we going? Carrie leads me out of the lounge without giving me a clue as to where she is taking me. Clearly, she wants me to know more. She wants me to be there for her, knowing that my words reach her. It makes me more than happy. Yeah, it makes me more than happy, bro. Good job, man. Good job. Carrie, a person I've grown to enjoy the company of, is leading me higher towards the upper floor of her house. Our relationship has blossomed unexpectedly, flowering a friendship both of us cherish with nothing but pure passion. I can only assume she is leading me to her bedroom, as an action which would typically suitable for this situation is for me to get flustered over complicating things by assuming that most raunchy and far off situation. Dude, I do that so much too. Like I overthink things that could happen but really don't and never will happen. She wants to talk. Wait, she wants to talk though that I can't tell her from what we were subject to downstairs. It's obvious that she wants to address it. Carrie leads me from leads. Okay, I'm so trash at reading. I'm getting flustered as well. Carrie leads from in front, forcing me to divert my head, in act of politeness, as to not look up her skirt. Oh, okay, okay. She can't see me anyway, so she wouldn't know if I did. Now is not the time for that though.
This
Yeah,
way.
exactly. We don't do that type of stuff. Hashtag respect. Okay. Her voice is firm, as if she found something inside of her that is pushing her forward, giving her the courage to speak. Inside, though, she must be nervous. The entire situation between her mother and father wouldn't be something she could easily talk about. I trace Carrie's footsteps with my own as we walk down the hall towards her room. Her body is rigid, filled with composure of sorts. I can't imagine how long she must have waited for this moment to be able to tell someone outside of her family circle what her life has been like. An unsettled relationship between her parents, her absence from school, and experiencing pure loneliness. All of that must have accumulated into the emotion of anger and misery, one of sadness. That is very sad. In a way, I'm glad I've found her, though I can't be the one to solve her problems. I want to help her. Oh my god, she put down, she put, okay, okay, okay. Okay. Okay, get yourself together, bro. Just get yourself together. She put down her braids. She put down her braids, and she is. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. But this is not the time. She's sad, and we need to help her as a really good friend. We walk into a room painted in beige. Carrie goes forward and starts to undo her braids, slowly letting her silky hair fall down straight. A way I've never seen it, something different. I prefer her with the braids, but maybe that's just 'cause it's how I'm used to seeing her. She still looks beautiful either way. I know, she looks so pretty. I'm sorry. Oh, what? Aw. Carrie rests her glasses on her nightstand, then takes a seat on her bed. The pink love heart embellished bedding gives off a girlish vibe. I still feel as if they suit her. She herself holds a downcast expression, the smooth skin of her hands clutching her knees tightly. It'd be it'd be a cute pose if she wasn't plagued by the sorrows of her past, no matter how recent they may be. Although, okay, I'm getting flustered. I'm not gonna be able to read this. Although saying that a thin gap between her thighs is visible, leaving her underwear within view, I tried to avoid it earlier, but as Carrie starts talking, it would be rude of me to look away from her.
Thank you.
For what? It seems out of place for me to ask. Carrie must have a lot on her mind. She must want to say that, though I am confused by her gratitude. She thanks me a lot, too often maybe, but this time there's surely more of an importance meaning behind it.
For offering to help. It really made me happy.
Isn't that what a friend should do?
Friends. That's right.
Oh yeah, friends. That thing I never had for years. I forgot about that. Dude, I need friends too. I mean, I have friends. They're really caring and awesome.
You're important to me.
Thanks, Carrie. You're important to me too.
When we first
Oh,
met,
I forgot to
I
read that.
was nervous. It wasn't even that long ago.
I know, it was like, what, about a week ago?
Do
Or
you
maybe
know
like
why?
3. I forgot.
Why I held myself back?
No, but surely you can see that you've improved. You can talk to me more fairly easily now.
It's still there. On the inside. A lack of self-confidence. Even with strangers.
Bro, I don't even have any confidence. Brother, sister, don't worry.
People who
Don't
don't
worry.
even know me. Always get that impression.
Okay, let's be serious. Let's be serious, guys. Carrie is very, very kind, and we need to help her, okay? People who don't even wait, she said that already. Carrie still acts as if she hasn't improved. I wouldn't know what she's feeling on the inside, so I can't be the one to judge. Yeah, I shouldn't judge. Maybe it's just me she's gotten better with, which would be a reasonable assumption. I'm the only person that she converses with, and that isn't within her family. A group of people which is probably limited to sorry, to just her father. It must have been painful.
It never used to be like this.
I love the close-ups.
Although I was always a quiet person.
Yeah, I'm a quiet
In the
person. Still
past,
always a quiet person.
I never really had a good social life.
It's
There was
okay.
this
I
woman
never had one either.
who never really liked me. Thinking about it now still makes me feel sick and angry. It was 2 years ago.
I want to ask her why didn't she speak up for herself, though actually asking it would rather be rather spiteful. A lonely girl trying to study for her exams, it would have been a quite full stressful time. Knowing the education system, they wouldn't have done much for her, or didn't. I don't know if she had spoke to any teachers.
The year after, I was pulled out of school by my father. He knew something was wrong. So I spent the year at home. I told you I was ill. Didn't I?
So that was a lie?
It was. Sorry.
Bruh, it's okay. We lie all the time. 10 minutes, it's a fact. I think, like, the first. I'm not gonna say any facts, but I remember seeing something. It's probably not, it might be true, but I mean, I get. Okay, I'm gonna just. Accepting her apology would be wrong. She had a pretty good reason to do so. After it all, Oh,
Nervous.
that's what she said.
Couldn't socialize. I feared a reaction. If I went through that again, I wouldn't know what to do. Then I came back and met you.
So it wasn't easy for Carrie to open up to me. It almost seems as if I forced her to. With quick, it was all gone. Has gone. From a different perspective, I wouldn't be standing here now if she didn't want to get along. Nobody would outright refuse any interaction. It would just it was just hard for her for an understandable reason. It makes me feel happy that she has found what she had been looking for.
That girl had gone, so I went back. But I was still scarred with loneliness. Everyone knew me from before and stayed away. But you were there, and you gave me an opportunity. That's why I want to thank you for becoming my friend.
Bruh. Bruh.
You mean a lot to me.
Subaru. I love you so much too. Carrie stands from her bed, finishing by giving me a warm her. Wait, what? Okay. Carrie stands from her bed, finishing by giving me her warm-hearted regards. It's a thing which she has always done during the time we've known each other. She's usually quite polite. This, however, is something much more than that. Something special, both to her and me. But she's so cute with without her glasses and braids down too. Like she's cute anyway. But here I don't know how long this episode has been going. Oh, 32 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna stop this episode. I'm gonna start it up again. But I'm also gonna get a drink of water. So yeah. Watch the next episode. Right back.